Welcome to the June 14th, 2022 City of Broussard Council meeting. Please silence your cell phones, and if anyone from the audience would like to make a comment on an item listed on the agenda, please fill out a blue card located at the back of the room and turn it into our city clerk. Each speaker will be given a maximum of 5 minutes. Please rise for the pledge. Councilman Garrett, would you lead us in the prayer?
We, the members of the Broussard City Council, beg of thee, Almighty God, to enlighten our minds so that our work will be just and fair in all things. Give us the courage and strength to fulfill our duties according to the laws of the land, and fulfilling also thy holy will on earth and in heaven. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Item 2.1, accept the minutes of the May 24, 2022 meeting. Do we have a motion to accept?
I move.
I second.
The minutes were supplied to the council in their packet. Tina, do we have any public comment?
No public comments.
Council discussion?
Question.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yay.
at large.
Yay.
Motion carries.
Item 3.1, Mayor President Josh Guillory, yearly update and IGAs with consolidated government. Welcome, President Guillory.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. My dear friend, thank you to the council, staff. Thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to come visit. And I do like that yearly report, but just know it's not a yearly touch base with Broussard and other municipalities. We meet once a month as mayors, and I know that all of us take the council's intent, council's thoughts and ideas to those meetings, and I know Mayor Bork appreciates it. I appreciate it, but it makes us better. So we're communicating all the time, and but I am excited. So in addition to the IGAs, I'm really excited about what you're doing. I mean, really, we're right there, City Parish Hall, right down the road. But even though we bounce around, it's rewarding to see public servants actually bringing results to their citizens, and each one of you've done that. So the Safe Source win, that's huge. It's huge for St. Martin Parish, huge for Lafayette Parish, but more than 2,200 jobs right here in this area. I mean, that is remarkable, and we shouldn't just let it be a footnote. So I applaud you for that. The mayor can't do anything without the council. I can't do anything without my two councils. So it takes a team effort, and just know how much we appreciate that and how much Acadiana's benefit from it. I know you already know that, but I think it's important for our constituents to hear that. You are leading the way on certified LED sites, and as we look at the economy in our parish, we want to continue to diversify. So we have our innovation mark, we have our healthcare sector, we have our higher ed, and that's great. We're missing the boat on manufacturing. But for Broussard's leadership and getting these certified sites, 3 of them, work on the 4th one? That's what I heard. I thought I heard it right. We have 4. Okay, see? You're updating me. That's right. That's huge. I mean, look, our idea is if we can have manufacturing in parts of our parish, we can move other areas, other sectors, either supporting industries or even their executives over to Lafayette in our parish somewhere. So we have to have this bond. We have to have this communication. We have to have this teamwork. But you can talk about diversifying the economy so much. You're doing it. You're doing it for our parish. It does not go unnoticed, and you got our full support. We appreciate it big time. LHSAA, big win. Good job on the select softball championships. That's huge for our parish. Thank you for doing that. And then recently you may have seen that the LA DOTD passed the legislature passed $136.6 million worth of investments in the US 90 South, Highway 90 South. And that's not the connector. So that's going to be from the city limits of Lafayette South. That's putting your money where your mouth is. And we asked for that. It's more than just the 5.5 mile stretch in the city of Lafayette. We need to connect the entire corridor so that we can continue to increase our hurricane relief, increase diversifying our economy. And just quality of life, quite frankly. So good job, great leadership. That would not have happened without you having your voice with our legislative delegation. So I think it's worth acknowledging. So thank you for that. Now, projects we're working on together. We were just talking, Mel, about Brian Smith, the Director of Drainage at LCG. You know, we meet once a month as leaders, as mayors, but we also meet regularly with our civil engineers, our public works departments, the administrations. All council members are welcome if you'd like to go. And it's to address the parish-wide stormwater management plan. And this is an ever evolving plan. We've in this model, or excuse me, in this process, we've developed a living, breathing model, a comprehensive model that a day very shortly, Broussard's public projects will be put into that model. Lafayette's will be put in this model. All 6 of our municipalities and unincorporated areas will share the knowledge. That hasn't happened in the past. You'd have all these little fiefdoms, little kingdoms to hold on to what they think is their information, their science. It's the people's science. It's the people's engineering. So kudos. But Mel and Brian helped a gentleman, I see my notes say West Green Hill Circle and Bayou Tortue Road, flushed out a cross drain and are currently building a catch basin. Bless you. That's one of many projects. I'm saying this as a council. When you're funding operations, when you're looking to support your public works department, there's a collaborative effort out there. We're phone calls away from the parish to the respective municipalities, and as a citizen, I feel rewarded that way, and I know you guys do too. So kudos, thank you, and thank you, Mayor, for extending the communication line. We have 3 IGAs that I'd like to highlight. One is to widen the Highway 89, or excuse me, Louisiana 89 from Pinhook to Ambassador. So that's a really big initiative. Youngsville's participating as well. So you have 3 jurisdictions plus our legislative delegation fighting for this. Finally got some money towards it. We're not just talking about it. So kudos, and I feel very confident next year in capital outlay as well. The IGA to overlay La Nouvelle Road. Anybody driven on that lately? Yeah, I have my football helmet on, but I'm excited about that. Good teamwork, and that's going to help out a lot of people. And we had a discussion about is the money in the budget. My understanding is you passed the resolution supporting the IGA. Where we're at procedurally on LCG side, we'll get that taken care of. And we have a line item for asphalt, either in parish or city. If we have to go back to council, we can. But I know Councilman Carlson supports this, Councilman Gilbo, and it's probably going to be a 5-0 vote. I mean, this is a good project. We need to do more of these. So very excited about that. And then recently an IGA draft is looming around there in LCG land that I'm going to put some fire under some feet here, but it's to assist in the Garber Road bridge replacement and then also the auxiliary drainage improvements. I know that when we first looked at the project, I didn't realize how much of a drainage component was there as far as impact on the watershed. So yes, it'll help with traffic. Yes, it'll help repair a bridge that's desperately needed to be replaced. But as Walter knows, we're trying to find wins everywhere we can get them that'll affect the Test for Million watershed. So good collaborative effort. And I purposefully took Pinhook to get here because I want to check on that overlay project. That was another instance where it's just a phone call. You know, and I didn't really think about it. Mayor Bork picked up the phone. Hey, you know, we're doing some work on Pinhook and Broussard and Lafayette, you know, the concrete area. What about that area between in the unincorporated areas? Can you overlay that? We shifted some operations and we got it done. And that was literally an example of just a phone call away. So, and we have more wins in this with that. And I'm highlighting a few because I want to be respectful for your time. But we have a lot of great things going on in the parish, and it's all because of teamwork and leadership, and that's jointly. Coulee de Poche cleaning. You know, the first thing Mayor Bork told me was this particular initiative right when I got sworn in. So finally, it's coming to fruition, and that was a big collaborative effort. Had some engineering, which we always want to get a plan before we start going dig. And so I'm thankful to the civil engineers and the respective public works departments. But I believe the biggest success that we have, we can talk about overlay projects, talk about IGAs, it's really the teamwork that we've been able to implement parish-wide. That's not me, that's us. And a mayor can't do it without a council, and council can't do it with staff, and it goes on and on and on. But ultimately, I hope you guys know that my phone's always there. If you need me, if you don't have my cell, the mayor can give it to you. Call me anytime. If you've got some ideas, there's no bad ones. We can always vet them. But it takes that collaborative effort, and I appreciate your service, and I appreciate your teamwork, and thank you for your leadership for Broussard. So that being said, I can answer any questions you have. If you don't have any, I'll go outside and wait for anybody else that has any questions, just to, again, be respectful for our council. I planned some easy ones. So Doyle, you gave him the questions, right? Okay, good. He didn't give them to you? All right. Thank you. Thank you,
Mayor
Councilman.
Guillory, thank you for being here tonight, and you are correct. We have several IGAs, two of which are on our council's agenda tonight. These are projects we could not do without LCG's partnership, and we appreciate that. It has been a very good working relationship, easy to work with LCG, with your office, and Doyle is doing us a wonderful job of kind of being a go-to person and helping us keep up with all the moving parts. We appreciate that, and it is for the good of the parish, and we recognize that we have to be a good partner on our end also, and you know we're willing to continue to do that with you and with the parish. So thank you.
Thank you. God bless you guys. I appreciate your service. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all.
Item 3.2, Mrs. Scott Deskins with SEC Development, request for a variance, section 22.2 of the zoning ordinance, currently zoned light industrial for potential car wash and 5-minute oil change at 210 South Nazaire Road. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion. Second.
So this item was on our very last agenda. The council approved unanimously that the variance would be granted to the 5-minute oil change and car wash business, with the one caveat that they would like to view the facade of the building to make sure it was in compliance or in line with the facades of the rest of the buildings. This area is the Home Depot, Walmart area of St. Nazaire. Mr. Deskins, did send in the graphics that are within the council's packet. I spoke to him about a week ago and confirmed that this would be the new look. And Councilman Reagan had brought up the initial item. So comments from the council?
I'm satisfied with the facade, the inclusion of the landscaping, so I'm okay with it.
I think it would fit in good in that neighborhood myself. It's wide open, plenty of room, plenty of traffic. I don't see any reason. No.
This was the last approval by the council to move forward. Mr. Deskins was interested in, I'm sure he's viewing tonight, which he told me he intended to do to just make sure that they could move forward and we can give him a confirmation tomorrow if the council's comfortable. Tina, do we have any public comment?
No public comments.
Any further council discussion?
Question.
Variance was already given last meeting. I missed the meeting.
Contingent if he would, upon the stipulations that Jesse had asked for.
Yeah, it was contingent on review of the elevations to make sure that it was, so. To follow up.
You said elevations, Jesse, above the review of the facade, the look of the facade, correct?
Yeah, front elevation. Yeah, okay, yeah, facade.
Call for the question.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yay.
at large,
Yay.
District 1. Yes. Motion carries.
Mayor, are you gonna have contact with the developer?
We will follow up with him out of a courtesy tomorrow. Mr. Deskins is actually the site selector who does work for the company.
Right.
But there was a pre-development meeting we had on a Zoom call with the architect and their civil engineering firm at a different time. But we will just let them know what the council's decision was, and then they will go through the normal process.
Move forward, okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Item 3.3, Danny Gillane, Director of Lafayette Public Library. Thanks to the council for their support and asking for support of the city of Broussard in the November 2022 elections. Mr. Gillane, welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for letting me come speak before you. In October, Councilman Carlson and I came and spoke, and Councilman Carlson emphasized how important the last election was to you, and you welcomed us here to ask for your support. We have since received your support, our tax was renewed, and I wanted to come and personally thank you for the city of Broussard's support and the council's support and the administration support with our efforts. And we hope that the current news blows over soon. But we have managed in the time since that election passed to balance our budget. So we won't be coming to ask you for more money. But that's all I wanted to come to say is thank you very much for the city of Broussard's support. We're glad to be part of your.
Well, thank you, and I believe the use of the library for an election building, it has worked well for our city and the city of Youngsville. If memory serves, the council funded that for 2 years, and then with a plan for LCG to sort of take it over at the parish level. So hopefully the parish will continue to fund.
I believe they are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 4.1, adopt resolution number 711-22, a resolution approving the intergovernmental agreement between the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government and the City of Broussard concerning assistance with various maintenance items. Do we have a motion to adopt?
I move.
Second.
This is one of the items that Mayor President Guillory mentioned. This was actually an item that came from his office to us. They budgeted some money to allow up to $40,000 of drainage maintenance work in a parish canal that exists within our city. But in order to make it official, so he has the paperwork needed on his end when we request the project, this resolution needs an approval from our council. So the resolution is in the packet. We do not have a project identified yet, but we will certainly look for one if we get this resolution approved. Tina, is there any public comment?
No public comment.
Council discussion?
Question. District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yay.
at large. District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
motion carries.
Item 4.2, adopt resolution number 712-22, a resolution declaring the Southwood Drive and South Cruise Road reconstruction as being substantially complete. Do we have a motion to adopt?
Make a motion. Second.
Our presenter tonight is Mr. Daniel Hutchinson with Como Engineering. Welcome, Daniel, to give us a report on the progress of the project.
Good evening. This is the road reconstruction y'all had funded a while back to reconstruct Southwood and South Cruise, which is the entrance to Lake Talon Road, which is the glove manufacturing plant. They wrapped it up. Mel and I went a couple weeks ago and did a final inspection, and everything was good. They went back and did some final dressing, and it's substantially complete. Yes, sir. They've finished all the outstanding items.
Tina, do we have public comment?
No public comment.
Council discussion or questions for Mr. Hutchinson?
Question.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yay.
at large.
Yay.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
motion carries.
Item 4.3, resolution number 713-22, a resolution declaring the 12-inch water line extension along Lake Talon Road as being substantially complete. Do we have a motion to adopt?
I move. Second.
Presented tonight again is Mr. Daniel Hutchinson with Como Engineering to give a report.
All right, so this is, a while back, we had funded a 12-inch water line going down South Cruise and Southwood Drive, and we stopped at the entrance of Lake Talon. The glove manufacturing plant asked us to extend the 12-inch water line up to their site. So we did that, and we also, at the end of it, we tied it into the existing 8. So we have, along Southwood and South Cruise, there's a 6 and a 12 that's tied in. And along Lake Talon, there's an 8 and a 12 that is looped in various places. Mel and I did a final inspection on it. The job looked good. I think they had to just add some valve pads around the water valves, and that was it.
The line is operational, Dan.
Yes, sir. The line is operational.
Tina, do you have public comment?
No public comment.
Council discussion or questions for Daniel?
Mel, the last time I was there, Daniel, I didn't notice, fire hydrants are in place too?
The fire hydrants were already in place.
They were in place, okay.
Already, and we didn't need any additional, fire hydrants. But they will be stronger because we tied the 12-inch line into them, so there's gonna be more volume and pressure going through them.
Thank you, sir. Questions?
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yay.
at large.
Yay.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
motion carries.
Item 4.4, resolution number 714-22, a resolution declaring the disposal of surplus items and vehicles in Exhibit A. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll move. Second.
There is a list of those items supplied to the council in their packet. I believe it is one police Tahoe, one copy machine, and
It's
a golf
fire-
cart.
Excuse me, it's a fire Tahoe.
It's a fire department Tahoe. It's my mistake. Mel, do you have any comments about the items we are salvaging?
Yes, the Tahoe, there's a number of things wrong with it. AC does not work. It needs brakes. It needs tires. The cab leaks when it rains. They can't seem to find where it's leaking at. It needs front end work. So, it's a 2013. So it just, it's not worth us putting all that money into it. So that's the reason, fire department wants to proceed with salvaging that one. The, copier has been replaced. It's, they got a new one, so they don't need that one anymore. They're turning it in to be, replaced. And the golf cart is 15+ years old. Batteries are gone. They've been using it for parts, but there's no longer any need for it. So that's the reason we want to salvage that as well.
Tina, do you have public comment?
No public comment.
Council questions or discussion?
Question.
District 6,
Yay.
at large.
Yay.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2, District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
motion carries.
Item 4.5, resolution number 715-22, a resolution approving the intergovernmental agreement between Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government and the City of Broussard for Highway 89 improvements. Do we have a motion to approve?
I move.
The resolution was included in the council's packet, and the mayor president made some reference to this IGA earlier when he was presenting. The city of Broussard has been able to achieve some state-funded money for a capital outlay project to improve Highway 89 from Main Street to Ambassador Caffrey in conjunction with a project independently Youngsville is doing to improve Highway 89 from that point into the city limits of Youngsville. Some of this road that Broussard has achieved capital outlay money for exists in the parish of Lafayette and the city of Lafayette. So an IGA with them to help them fund the engineering we're doing, which helps us meet our match, is in order. And our attorneys have worked together to put this package together while Duplantis Engineering has been working on the project in conjunction with Youngsville's engineer. Is all sort of coming together now. A lot of moving parts on this project, but we were able to achieve $5 million from the state of Louisiana to put into the improvement of the Youngsville Highway, which will add a turn lane and bring it up to new road standards. All trying to work at the same time as Youngsville, so things match when they are created. And the mayor president's office has been very helpful in working through this, but we have to take this step so we can send it to them so they can make the same approval on their end. That is the best explanation I can give on this project. Just a lot of moving parts on it, but we are just taking the next step and moving this forward.
No public comments.
Council questions or discussion?
Well, Mayor, I guess the three different entities involved are all applying for the application for the state funds separately?
No, sir. The state
not-
funds, Youngsville and Broussard applied,
Okay.
and we were awarded the money. But since some of the land is within Lafayette's jurisdiction, they are paying Broussard directly for the engineering work that's been going on. We currently have $1.5 million in priority one, and the rest of the money is in priority five, which is geared more towards construction. So Lafayette is doing their part to pay us for the engineering that'd be on their part of the road. But
Okay, who's gonna conduct the, construction?
we will handle construction using state money.
And then Youngsville as well will reimburse us as well as the city?
Youngsville's project is independent of
That's
ours.
just south of us.
Right. We just went to the state in conjunction because of the way the
It's all
road
tied
is.
in. It's tied in. Huh?
Right. For the whole expansion, you have four entities that own parts of this road. Youngsville's is a little cleaner. Youngsville owns 100% of their road. We own the road, with consideration of Lafayette, just like La Nouvelle. You have some of it owned by other entities, so we have to do these agreements to make sure everybody's paying their part.
First time I see where we have three entities involved.
It's,
I hope it works out. Yeah.
It should be fine. The state was willing to fund it. They realized that it's it's a priority. So we're executing the contract and the construction with all these partners.
Good deal.
And Kenny, the way we're doing the IGA, the control is here. They just fund them. So it makes it honestly, less complicated to do it the way we're doing it. Because you have one entity that's running the show, so to
But in
speak.
the Youngsville section, they're gonna do their own. Are we
Well,
gonna
the
try to
Youngsville-
coordinate, we're gonna
the
try to coordinate the whole thing together?
No, the Youngsville section, they own one solid chunk from Ambassador. all the way-
South.
Ambassador South. When you come from Ambassador back towards Pinhook,
Right.
it's a little pieces Broussard, a little pieces Lafayette Parish, and it's quilt work. So it's kind of hard to coordinate. If you had two or three different entities trying to coordinate, what we're doing is just taking the other half of it, and this agreement turns it into one project, basically. So it does uncomplicate it by a lot.
Seem like from a cost standpoint, they wanna coordinate with us while we have a contractor out there doing the whole thing. I mean, I know we don't have any jurisdiction south of
Well,
Ambassador
that
County.
would get to be a problem from the boy, now you're in the weeds big time.
Well, we have a
We're,
law-
we're funded through state capital outlay.
Right.
Youngsville's funded through I think they're using two different funding agencies, and I don't think either one of them's capital outlay. So to try and coordinate,
Youngsville does have capital outlay on this
but they
project.
have something else.
They
too.
may have something
Yeah.
else.
That gets to be complicated, so.
Yeah.
This is pretty clean, actually.
This particular section, though, the section at Youngsville's, and we've been coordinating this with the different entities for a while. Youngsville is doing the Fortune Road improvement, which in turn is gonna give us the connector to, Fairfield Road in Broussard. They have committed to making that portion meet the Broussard line. We'll have to meet them. Our segment is much smaller than theirs. But that connector's been a dream for a long, long time, just to help move traffic more easily. So this is, will all happen when these projects happen.
At large?
Yay.
District one?
Yes.
District two?
Yes.
District three?
Yes.
District four?
Yes.
District five?
Yes.
District six?
Yay.
Motion carries.
Item 5.1, ordinance number 22-713, an ordinance annexing certain properties located in Section 10, Township 11, South Range 5 East, Lafayette Parish, Louisiana, being known as the Whispering Meadows Phase 3 annexation, voting District 5 and zoned single-family residential. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Tina, do we have any public comment?
No public comment.
Council discussion or comment?
Question?
District one?
Yes.
District two?
Yes.
District three?
Yes.
District four?
Yes.
District five?
Yes.
District six?
Yay.
At large?
Yay.
Motion carries.
Item 5.2, ordinance number 22-736, an ordinance establishing standards for small wireless facilities in the rights of way in the city of Broussard. Do we have a motion to approve?
Second.
This item was taken up at our last meeting. Mr. LeVar Greenhouse. I saw him come in earlier, was good enough to return to the council tonight. I'm sure to answer questions. He works for AT&T, who started the conversation with Broussard about the small cell wireless ordinance. I think it was talked about at length, and our city attorney Gerald Deloney had worked on the contract with their attorneys, and they were all comfortable. This is final approval, but Mr. Greenhouse is here tonight if there's any questions. Is there any public comment?
No, sir. No public comments.
Mr. Greenhouse, did you have any comments for the council? Questions or comments by the council? Question.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 5,
Yes.
District 6,
Yay.
at large.
Yay.
District 1,
Yes.
motion carries.
One small announcement before we adjourn the meeting. Tonight until 8 p.m. in front of City Hall, there is a blood drive happening. The bus is there, and some of our fire department is manning those stations. Today is World Blood Donor Day. They'll take anyone who would like to donate blood as a walk-in, and any donations collected today will go to help cancer patients in our region. So I'm sure they would appreciate if anybody's willing to go by tonight and donate blood. They've been to Broussard several times, and it's been very helpful to people in our area. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Please drive carefully. Meeting adjourned.